Why do people believe in fake spirituality? Because they don't want to do anything but receive everything. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to jump into this topic because if you're here, I always want to keep it 100 with you and talk about real healing, real growth, and how you can see real changes in your life. We are in this beautiful shift happening on the planet right now where the real are rising and the fake are crumbling. You're going to see this in your own life, but also in the collective. We're in the age of Aquarius, and there's a lot of shifts in the cosmos that are being mirrored here on Earth. But with such a powerful time upon us, best believe there's going to be a lot of fakers. There's going to be a lot of people who you might come across online or in your real life, people who just try to give you fast food spirituality. And I'm not here for that because I really love God. I really love my work, my creations. The messages I share with you are always authentic. I'm here with you. If you're truly on a spiritual path, then you're in the right place. Why do people believe in fake spirituality? And this runs so deep. I mean, we can take so many angles on this, but I'll tell you from the top of my head that one of the reasons why people feel like they want to receive everything, but do absolutely nothing, and all of a sudden they're going to have changes in their life and find love and feel happy, miracles are going to pour in, but they've done nothing. Why do they believe in this? Well, they have fakers online telling them that it's true, but at the same time, I know religion can play a big part in it. I'm somebody who has gone on a deep spiritual journey. I had an awakening in like 2010, and I even joined churches. I've had a long spiritual path of discovering and awakening within my own soul, right? Well, unfortunately, religion plays a huge role in this because if you grew up religious, a lot of times you're taught in Christianity and Catholicism that all you have to do is believe in your heart and Jesus is going to save you. How many people are out there waiting for Jesus to come back down and save them, fix their life? Jesus, take the wheel. And so, in a sense, when you're on a spiritual path, you might be deceived to feel like you don't have to do any work yourself. And it's just about having faith. Now, faith is an important part. We're co-creating our life, but you have to actually do things yourself to make changes. And it's about shifting your energy, shifting your heart, and making decisions in righteousness. If you want true miracles to pour into your life, if you want to make a true shift, it's about working on your heart space. And why do people believe in fake spirituality? Because they don't want to do any work. Either they don't know, they've been taught wrong, or they're just lazy. And so again, like when you don't know something authentically, when you just don't have the knowledge, the awareness, then it's not your fault. Like I said, churches are, there's a lot of weird stuff happening in churches sometimes where there's false doctrine and people are just thinking that Jesus is going to do everything. Like they stay in sin, they stay living a corrupt lifestyle that's hurting them and everyone around them because they feel like, well, if I just believe in Jesus, Jesus died on the cross for my sins, so there's nothing I have to do. We're all sinners, but at least I got baptized. At least I believe in Jesus. Like I'm gonna sing on the church on Sunday and then go home and get drunk after. Like, or maybe it's not that extreme, but they're living a life out of alignment. They feel depressed. They feel sad. They feel like something's missing. Fake spirituality. But if you're in this space, I want to share with you the things I've learned on my journey because they're so true. They've shifted my energy, shifted my life, and this is what I want for all of us. And since we're talking about Jesus, if you're curious to know my perspective on Jesus, Jesus is an ascended master. So we are to be the embodiment. We're supposed to embody what he stood for, his lifestyle. You, me, all of us. So believing in him, that's where religion has most of the world messed up. Why do people believe in fake spirituality? Because they feel like they don't have to do the right thing and they're going to be okay. Now, people want it easy, but you're not going to have any real changes this way. And what do they want? Most people, see, when you are in a place in your life where you're now curious about spirituality, or you're turning to spirituality, you're curious, most likely there's a shift that you want to occur in your life. You're seeking some type of change. Your soul is. So you're being led from the inside. You're being called. You're curious, right? Well, here's the thing. You're not going to have any real shifts or any real changes just listening to people selling you fake dreams, telling you that your life is going to mysteriously, magically change. They're lying to you. There is no change in your life until you change. And you can. I have. It's possible, but you have to actually do the work to see the changes happening. People want it easy when we talk about fake spirituality. What do they want? They want a miracle to pour into their life without faithfulness. But are you living, what type of life are you living? If you think about a miracle, it's a blessing from the heavens. Why would a miracle pour into your life when you're not living right? So this is about getting on the right path and staying on it. And it's not about being perfect, because we're going to make mistakes, but are you checking yourself? Where are your morals? Where are your values? What place are you living from? Are you being faithful in your walk, or are you busy lying, living in deceit, in sexual immorality, watching pornography, listening to crazy, corrupt music, stealing from people, copying from people, trying to make it your own? You're not in faithfulness. You're not in the light. You're not in angel energy whatsoever. So how would a miracle pour into your life? And don't get confused on this walk, you guys. Okay, this is a spiritual walk on earth. If you think about the scriptures, the devil came to Jesus and said, this world belongs to me. And we can see that. Jay-Z, Beyonce, the entertainment industry, the money system on earth, all types of stuff, right? The world. You can have worldly things, but it's never going to satisfy you spiritually. How are you really going to get a miracle? How are you really going to feel happy? How are you really going to have changes? A true connection with the divine, feeling good from the inside out. It's not about worldly things or possessions or what other people think of you. It's about authenticity and really living that life in real life, because your heart, because you really have a love for the divine like that, and a love for yourself. And when you're walking in faithfulness, okay, now the miracles are gonna pour in. This is a true story, guys. A couple years ago, I went home to visit California. It was Christmas time, and there I was dipping, doing my Christmas shopping. I have a little girl who's 9 years old, so I was getting her stuff, shopping, but my funds were starting to run kind of low. You know, Christmas time, her birthday is a few days before Christmas. Mine's 2 weeks after Christmas, so I'm like, that's always like a time where money is flowing. Like, I'm spending money like crazy, right? Well, I had already been on a celibacy journey, had quit substances, had purified my life, and was working here on this YouTube channel and just in alignment. So I was feeling good, because I know that the universe had my back for real. I'm not hoping it. I'm not wishing it. I know that it's true, because my life is mirroring. I'm doing the right thing. Okay, so you can't mock God. You can't fake it with God, and you don't have to. And if you do, you're not fooling anyone but yourself. So anyways, here I am dipping down the street, and I'm singing this song. Who sings it? Tyler Jane, or I feel like that's her name. I'll link it down below. Energy. And I love that song. She's talking about doing her, focused on herself and glowing up. And she says in the song something about money, like her money is increasing. I'm singing it. I'm feeling good in a high vibration authentically, and I hear that buzz on my phone, that deposit sound on my phone, and I check my account, and I got a deposit for like almost $3,000 in that exact moment. That's a miracle. I didn't know that money was coming. It came out of nowhere. That's an example of a miracle. Here's another example. I took pictures of a dream house years ago, like in 2017, of what I would want my bohemian kind of like dream space to look like. I'm living in that space right now. Miracles have poured into my life legitimately. But I'm not here to sell you a dream. Why did it happen? It didn't happen because one day I just was blessed. It happened because I made decisions in righteousness. I gotta tell you the truth. Following God, doing the right thing in real life. And this is what is missing. And when we talk about spirituality today, okay, so before you click on a video that's selling you a dream, that's telling you don't have to do anything, but you're going to receive everything, stop and think that you cannot mock God and you owe it to yourself, okay? Because these people who are telling you these things, they're just profiting off of you. But they're fakers, they're liars, they're in deceit, and your views are getting them money, but it's giving you nothing. So just be wise. You gotta have discernment. Here is an example. Let's say you want to quit a substance. When I talk about doing the work, this means that an affirmation is not going to cut it. You watching a video, a motivational video, is not going to cut it. You actually have to put the substance down. Okay, and it's going to be hard. It's going to take effort, but you know it's the right thing to do. You want to do it not just to live a righteous life, but because it's effing up your life. This is an example. Maybe it's slowing you down. Maybe bad things have happened. So you've decided, okay, I want to make this change into my life. Every day that when you get up, you're probably going to think of that substance that you want. You're used to it. It's embedded in your mind, in your nervous system. Your body is used to it. It's a habit. It's a bad habit that you want to break. So you're going to have to exert effort. You're going to have to take drastic measures to make this type of change. You're going to have to, what did I do? When I wanted to stop smoking weed, I flushed it down the toilet. And that hurt because obviously it cost money. It was good quality. The people I was close to, they were looking at me crazy. Why didn't you give it to me? They stopped talking to me. A lot of people, family included, the closest people to me, they stopped talking to me. They alienated me because I was changing. They felt convicted. What does that mean about me? Who do you think you are? Do you think you're better? Well, we have nothing to talk about. Well, I don't want to be around you because when I'm around you, I'm used to smoking. Okay, you don't want to smoke. I don't want to be around you anymore. Okay, so it comes with loss, sacrifices. This is what I'm telling you, real effort. Your body is craving it. How are you going to let it go? How are you going to detox it? Well, now you have to face yourself. You have to be in that sober state. Now you're mad. You're frustrated. You're angry. You're crying. You're hurt. Things are coming up. You have to work through it. You have to face it. You have to do that in a sober state. What are you going to do instead? So I'm not saying a motivational video couldn't help you or an affirmation couldn't help you, but this is not the solution. The solution is you going in to yourself, actually praying, surrendering to God, being humble, asking for help from the divine, and realizing that if you want to make a change, it starts with you. It's not going to just happen, and it's not going to happen overnight. Okay, it's a huge thing. You'll see these videos in the spiritual community floating around, all these views, and it's so sad because people are really wanting a miracle, which means they are wanting a change. They're hungry and they're thirsting for it, and these fakers that are selling you fake spirituality, fast food spirituality, are lying to you and profiting off of you being naive. What you're wanting is a quick fix. And I'm here to let you know that it's fake. So if you don't be afraid to tap into your inner strength to make real changes, because you can. So I'm here to clock the fakes one by one. I have to. I feel called to. I feel passionate too. I feel passion too. God wants to deliver this message through me. And why do people believe these type of people? Like, why are these fakers so prominent in the spiritual community right now? Well, here's the thing. They haven't made any changes. Maybe they have seen financial gains, like maybe their income skyrocketed, so now they feel like, oh, I'm an influencer. Oh, listen to me because I have so many subscribers or whatever. But the thing is that the reason they have subscribers is because they're selling people fake dreams. So I want you to know that, like, pay attention to who you're listening to, who you're absorbing. It doesn't matter because the fakes will fall anyways. Like, the fakes will crumble in this new age. It's what's happening. Check the astrology. It's what's happening. The illusions are fading away. And only the real are going to stand. It's so obvious. But here's the thing. Just you watching this video, know that you have so much power within you. And if you have a desire for a change, or if you have a desire to walk a spiritual path, just know it's a journey. It's a process. It's not something that you attain. It's something that you experience day in, day out. But it's about authenticity. Where's your heart at? Where's your mind at? Do you truly want to do better? Why? What are you gaining? I'll tell you what you'll gain from an authentic spiritual path. Inner peace, joy, happiness, real love, finding the love of your life, being in your creative superpowers, having a strong connection to the divine, to nature, your spiritual gifts, abundance, every need taken care of, life feeling good for the most part, but having wisdom, the ebbs and flows of life, feeling safe, feeling amazing. And this is why we want to walk an authentic spiritual path. Oh my goodness. Why do people believe in fake spirituality? Because they want to do nothing but receive everything. The last thing I'll touch on today, you guys, is love. This concept of love. Who out there doesn't want love? When you're being honest with yourself, you do. And when you're walking a spiritual path, it at least crosses your mind. Am I going to find the love of my life? Am I lovable? All these things, right? Well, be careful, because I'm sure there's plenty of videos out there telling you that the love of your life is going to find you out of nowhere. Poof, there they are. They will. It's possible. But here's the thing. Have you been working on your heart? Have you been embodying love? And that's a big shift that I had in my life. Like, I had to learn how to really love myself, which means being honest with myself, cleansing myself spiritually, doing the right thing, being in the light, living a life that if I was face to face with the divine, I could stand tall. It's transparent, it's clean. And when I fall short, I know that, like, I can be honest with that. I'm going deep within my heart, cleansing my heart of the lies of the world, choosing to believe in love no matter how many times I've been hurt or done wrong, choosing to forgive people, embodying compassion, embodying authenticity, moving from my heart space. I'm not out here doing people wrong. So if you can't say the same thing, but you're waiting for the love of your life, well, if you're jealous of other people, if you're envious, if you're in competition, if you're stealing, if you're doing all of these evil things, what makes you think the love of your life is going to just plop on? Like, if you have sneaky links in situationships, if you're still stuck on your ex, if you're mad at people, if you're in a negative energy, you're not embodying love. How are you going to attract real love? Real love is a blessing. It's a divine blessing, a divine union. So before you get jealous of somebody else or feel like it's just going to plop in your lap, you have to be working on your heart space. Real spirituality versus fake spirituality. So this is what I want to share with you guys today. Why do people believe in fake spirituality? And it gets deep. If you are on a true spiritual path, if you love talking about relationships, self-care, self-love, self-growth, personal growth, but also spirituality, then you're in the right space, and I hope you stick around. Drop me a comment, let me know your thoughts. I'm sending you so much love, power, healing on your journey. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in my next video.